In today's video, we are going to be rebuilding the most popular team in the NBA at the current moment, and that is the Charlotte Hornets. All jokes aside, the Hornets may be the smallest market in the NBA, but you know what? I'm excited to use them today because we got 22-year-old franchise point guard LaMelo Ball. We have number 2 overall pick in the 2023 draft, Brandon Miller, and we have some other fun pieces as well to use. Mark Williams, who was a solid center last year in his rookie season. We have another first-round pick from this past draft, Nick Smith Jr. Guys that still may have potential like Kai Jones, who's perfectly sane on Twitter right now. James Bouknight, 11th overall pick in 2021, really hasn't worked out. We have JT Thor, Bryce McGowns. Amari Bailey should be on this roster, but that's just 2K for you. So there's a chance we will get him on there at one point. We do have veterans like Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward. We got PJ Washington, who just got a 3-year deal to come back to Charlotte, in which he said in his returning press conference that it was always Charlotte. And then Mitch Kupchak's like, that's not what your agents were saying. So then we also have Miles Bridges, who will be coming back from his suspension from the 2023 season. Don't really want to get into that at all, but yeah, we got Gordon Hayward as well on an expiring contract. Then we have some other veterans as well, like Cody Martin and Frank Ntilikina. Apparently, Amari Bailey isn't even in 2K. Shout out to them. So yeah, this team does have at least a lot of talent. I'm not saying it's really good talent, but it is definitely talent overall. This is most likely going to be the starting 5, but no, I actually do want to start Brandon Miller at the 3. We'll have Bridges at the 4, and then Mark Williams over Nick Richards at the 5 with Rozier and LaMelo in the backcourt. And this is how the starting 5 is going to look like. LaMelo Ball and Rozier in the backcourt, Brandon Miller at the 3, Miles Bridges at the 4, Mark Williams at the 5, PJ Washington, Gordon Hayward, Nick Richards, and Nick Smith Jr. off the bench. We'll have Cody Martin, Bryce McGowns, James Bouknight, all possibilities in case somebody gets hurt. And yeah, I don't think that this Hornets team is going to be a playing tournament team in 2024. We just hope to maybe get another top 10 pick in the draft and add to this. You know what? Better young core than it's looked like pretty much in the LaMelo Ball era, because I'm excited about LaMelo and Brandon Miller and Mark Williams as a trio. Not really sure if I'm extending Miles Bridges at the moment. Who knows? If we're really bad at the deadline, I could trade him. We are 3.5-star pace and space as well. I do think Steve Clifford is one of the worser head coaches in the NBA. Yeah, I'm not really too happy or thrilled about him long term. And if we look into player mentorship at the moment, LaMelo Ball being mentored by Terry Rozier, you know what? That's fine. We are going to have Nick Smith be mentored by LaMelo Ball, though he's 3 years younger than him. That's fine. Brandon Miller over Miles Bridges will be mentored by Gordon Hayward, and I think Mark Williams will be mentored by PJ Washington. He is 4 years younger than him. So yeah, we definitely need more veterans on this team, I think, going forward. LaMelo Ball just got that new contract extension most recently. Yeah, where it's going to hit up to $35.5 million next year. It will go up to $44 million in 4 years from now. Rozier's still getting paid a decent amount. There might be a team option on this year, but I'm not entirely sure. Washington just got that new deal. Brandon Miller under that number 2 overall contract. So it's a decent amount of money he's getting paid. Cody Martin, don't love this deal that he's currently on and not even be in the rotation. James Bouknight might not even be back next year, but I think we will have somewhat of a solid cap flexibility in this video. Not saying we're a big market. It's Charlotte, which isn't the worst market in the world, but for the NBA, it does seem a little bit on the weaker side for sure. As in game 1, we beat the Hawks at home. Miles Bridges drops 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. That's kind of crazy. LaMelo had 20 and 11. Nick Richards, 14 points in 18 minutes. All right. I did not expect to go 1-0 on the season, but I will take that. And we have a game going up against the Pistons where I'm like, all right, we're going to win this one. Nope, we end up losing by 31. Brandon Miller, 24 points, hits 4 threes, has 5 turnovers in this game. LaMelo shot 7 for 20. Miles Bridges, 5 for 18, 1 for 10 from downtown. Home game here against the Nets, a team we could beat, but we ended up losing by 3 here. Brandon Miller, 28 points. He's off to a solid start, definitely to start off his career. Miles Bridges, good start as well. Hey, just up in that trade value, because I would feel better about moving him at the deadline if that opportunity came up. This is an interesting trade offer from the Golden State Warriors. Mark Williams for Kevon Mooney and a 2028 first. Like, do we think Mark Williams' ceiling is higher than Kevon Mooney's? Yeah, probably. I get a first round pick, but I'm going to decline that. And I don't think I'm going to be looking at maybe a true point guard in this class, so probably no Isaiah Collier. But yeah, we could be looking at anybody in the front court, any wing. Like, I'm fine adding a new shooting guard or small forward to this team. LaMelo Ball is going to be masked ball there with a broken nose. But if I made a draft board right now, I think a Daymara would probably be at the top of it. I know some of these names are spelled wrong. I think, I lied. I think Ron Holland would be at the top of it. And then we'd have Mara number 2. We'd have Buzelis number 3. Cody, probably Justin Edwards 4. And then Cody Williams 5 with maybe Donovan Clingan 6. Maybe Proctor 7, because I think he could be a solid shooting guard. He is 6'6". and projects to be a solid shooter. Whoa, Donovan Clingan, A+ 3-point rating potentially. That is something to definitely keep an eye on. We're 11-9 through our first 20 games. LaMelo Ball is averaging 22 and almost 10, a steal and a half a night as well. The efficiency could be better from the field overall, but still great 3-point percentage and free throw percentage. There's Brandon Miller, 2.2 turnovers a night, but off to a great start. 40% from 3, 87 from the line. Rozier's been solid as well. Hey, like if we wanted to move him at the deadline, that could also be a possibility. So if we were to fill this out, I think untouchables right now are LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller. And then I think trading block, I think the whole year I will have Miles Bridges, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, and maybe Cody Martin up there as well. Yeah, and we've pretty much been, I think more bad than good over the last few weeks. Currently 14-17 on the season right now. So we're here at the All-Star Draft, and Jimmy Butler and Nikola Jokic are captains. Wow, kind of surprised to see Jimmy Butler there. LaMelo Ball does not make the All-Star game. We have no first-timers here. Jimmy Butler is averaging 23.5 points this season. Shea makes his second, so does Tyrese Halliburton. So we are now one game under 500. I'm kind of okay, not like blowing it up, but still being a seller at the deadline. I know that was a solid trade offer, but I don't know why anybody would trade Kevin Huerter for Gordon Hayward. All right, so we are literally 25-25 at the deadline. Maybe the worst place to be right now. We are currently the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. I mean, I think if there's moves that made sense for us that we would probably think about doing, we could get Gordon Hayward back for $4.78 million. You know what? 33 years old. He's been here 4 years. Let's bring him back for 2 years at $5 million annually. I feel like that's not bad whatsoever. He doesn't have an option at the end of this year, correct? Yeah, so you know what? Let's bring back Gordon Hayward 2 years, $5 million. So $10 million guaranteed. Here are the stats at the moment with LaMelo Ball running the show. Then Terry Rozier, who I don't need to move this year. I can move him in the offseason. I think like the main guy I would think about moving would be Miles Bridges, who's having a solid year for us. I just don't know if I want to extend him. All right, so I'm going to get Kevon Looney anyway at the end of the day. I'm going to be trading Miles Bridges in a 2024 Boston second for Golden State's unprotected 2028 first and Kevon Looney. So we are going to agree to that deal. That means Nick Richards could be on the move. PJ Washington will now be the starting power forward. Nick Smith has been struggling this year. 37 from the field, 31 from 3. We're probably going to give James Bouknight a shot for the rest of the season, but I am playing Mark Williams, Nick Richards, and Terry Rozier, which I don't need to do. So we could move Richards. He does have 2 years left on his contract after this year. And the Dallas Mavericks are kind of desperate for some center help. So we do have to take on Dante Exum's contract next year for $3 million. And he is awful right now. Or no, that is not even this year's stats, so he's not even played. I apologize, but I get a first-round pick from Dallas in the future, which I think is worth it for us, just to add some more draft capital. It says we don't have our first-round pick this year, but I'm pretty sure there is some good protection on it. So we're going to see Nick Smith Jr. probably play 14 minutes a night, same with James Bouknight, and I will give Kai Jones the remaining 14. I mean, he is a former first-round pick. And we're going to do this trade with Philadelphia. We're giving them Cody Martin and Dante Exum, who we just picked up, and we're giving them Daniel House Jr. and Furkan Korkmaz, and they are going to agree to that. So yeah, we get off of Cody Martin's contract for the next 2 years. Definitely a solid bench piece for Philadelphia, and we didn't have to pay him now. So that is what we were going to be doing for the deadline. We didn't move Rozier. We didn't move Gordon Hayward. All right, so we are finishing up the season with a losing record. We go 36-46. So we didn't have a great second half to the season. John Moran ends up winning MVP for 2024. Wemby Rookie of the Year. So no Brandon Miller, unfortunately. Chris Paul takes home Sixth Man of the Year. Giannis takes home Depoy. Paul Reed, Most Improved. And Luka, Clutch Player of the Year. Coach of the Year goes to Nick Nurse. Giannis, only a day-to-day injury. He's hurt, but yeah, this is all NBA first team. Second team, we got Trae Young, Embiid, Harden, LeBron, and Butler. Third team, hey, there we go. We get LaMelo Ball on it. A man who averaged 21.6 rebounds, 8.8 assists, a steal and a half a night, shot 32 from 3, 43 from the field. There's Dame, Book, Ant, and Tatum. Defensive first team, Luka. Don't ever agree with that. Paul George, Giannis, Mobley, Claxton. And then you got Shea, Caruso, Jimmy, Triple J, and Mitch Rob. Brandon Miller on all-rookie first team with Amen, Scoot, Chet, and Wemby. And then Asor Thompson and Nick Smith Jr. and Misic on all-rookie second team. So yeah, we did make the play-in tournament. All right, the Eastern Conference was just that bad, 36-46. We're still gonna end up with like the 11th overall pick. That sucks. I think Terry Rozier did a fine job this year. I think there's a good chance we look to move him in the offseason. 6'1" shooting guard, not a good defender, not even an elite shooter. It's going to be hard to keep him around. I do think he's underrated, though, in real life. We do have Brandon Miller, averaging 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 3.5 assists as a rookie. 38 from 3, 85 from the line. Hell yeah. PJ Washington averaged 11 points, 4 rebounds, and shot 37 from 3. Gordon Hayward, I thought, was fine in his age 34 season. We will see some regression out of him. Mark Will, 9.3 points, 9.7 rebounds, 1.7 blocks tonight, 51% from the field. Nick Smith Jr. had his ups and downs for sure. James Bouknight, 6 points, 39%. Field goal percentage, 29% from 3. He's probably not in the rotation going forward. I think Looney, well, yeah, he's definitely our backup 5 next year. All right, so for this play-in tournament, Kai Jones nor James Bouknight will be playing. I think we can go probably 14 to Nick Smith. I may actually start Kevon Looney just for these games. I'm going to try to win him. We'll see, though, if we could pull that off. I would like to go probably 35 to Brandon Miller, 35 to Terry Rozier. I'd like to go 44 minutes to LaMelo Ball, and then we could probably just give more minutes to Nick Smith, Mark Williams, and Gordon Hayward. So yeah, 8-man rotation, you could really play these guys. So we're on the road against Detroit. Winner stays alive in the play-in tournament. Loser goes right into the draft lottery. It looks like we are going to be the winner of this game because we do not choke the fourth quarter. Wow, we win by 15. Terry Rozier had 33 points. He heard me talking shit about him. Nick Smith Jr., 20 points as a rookie in 22 minutes in the biggest game of his career so far. That's pretty dope. And we're taking on the Milwaukee Bucks, who do have Giannis Antetokounmpo. Did Giannis play against the Knicks? He did. They had 34 and 10, and then the Knicks ended up winning 128-107. So let's see. Can we beat the Bucks on the road? Watch this happen because it's 2K. In no world should this happen, but it looks like it's going to. The Charlotte Hornets are advancing to the 2024 playoffs. I guess shout out to Steve Clifford, man. LaMelo Ball with 34 points, a double-double. Oh my God, Brandon Miller almost had a triple-double with 6 steals in this game. And shout out to PJ Washington for 27 points. And the Hornets pick is lottery protected. Currently, San Antonio is getting it. That was from the Cam Reddish trade. Like, the Knicks originally got it because it was the Kai Jones pick. And then the Knicks traded to Atlanta along with Kevin Knox for Cam Reddish. And then Atlanta used that to get DeJounte Murray. So currently, Atlanta traded that to San Antonio. So San Antonio will be getting our first round pick here now that we made the playoffs. So yeah, I don't really expect to beat Philadelphia. They beat us by 18 points in game 1. Embiid is going to feast on us. LaMelo and Brandon Miller combined for 48 though. Game 2 is going to go to Philadelphia. Oof, they win by 18. Embiid with 45, 17, 3, and 2. Brandon Miller did have 30 points, man. I don't know, like 26 points on 57% true shooting percentage as a rookie in like 2 games. It's very impressive. We do lose game 3 by 32 points. I mean, LaMelo had an incredible game, but an L is an L. I mean, Nick Smith Jr. has been struggling. It's been a disappointing rookie season. I was hoping we'd get 1 win, so now it's like we made the playoffs for literally nothing. To lose by 58 here in game 4 at home. Like, that sucks. And the NBA Finals are between the LA Lakers and the Philadelphia 76ers. And let's see who's going to be taking home the 2024 Finals. It's the Sixers. Oh my God. Oh my God. The 76ers just swept the playoffs. They went 16-0. What? They had the Coach of the Year, Nick Nurse, and then they swept us, Cleveland, Chicago, and LA. Yeah, Terry Rozier really struggled in the playoffs. So did PJ Washington. Gordon Hayward was solid, but I also wanted to see, wait. The Heat got Jordan Clarkson, I noticed. Okay, we'll look at the trade recap in a second there. But yeah, Embiid averaged 33 and 11. Harden averaged 24 and 10. Maxey averaged 20 points at night. Grant Williams was traded for Kelly Olynyk. Zach Collins for Yusuf Nurkic. Kyle Lowry and Josh Richardson for Jordan Clarkson. Klay Thompson for De'Aaron Fox. So the Warriors had De'Aaron Fox, Chris Paul, and Steph Curry on the same team. Okay. Rudy Gobert and Kyle Anderson for Ben Simmons and Spencer Dinwiddie. Marcus Smart for Miles Turner. Oh my God, Miles Turner and Triple J in that front court. Wow. LeBron James retires. So does Iggy, Rudy Gay, DeAndre Jordan, Robin Lopez, couple greens there, and Jeff and Danny. LeBron James is heading to the Hall of Fame, and he gets his jersey retired by 3 teams. Blake Griffin by the Clippers. All right, so yeah, we will not be getting our first round pick, unfortunately. So let's see who wins the 2024 lottery. The Thunder via the Rockets. I mean, that should go to the Rockets. I believe it's top 4 protected. The Spurs get our pick at 15. That's a really good pick up there for the Spurs. I may try to get a first round pick, though. We'll see what Terry Rozier's market is. And I mean, for that first round playoff performance or appearance, I gotta keep Steve Clifford around for sure. All right, so let's just see like the mock drafts had going at 15. Kobe Walter. Okay, Kwame Evans. All right, there's really no trades that I like at at the moment, so we might not have a draft pick here. The Thunder get Ron Holland, the top guy in this class. Damara goes number 2 to the Washington Wizards. Isaiah Collier 3 to the Pelicans. 4, the Pacers are going to be drafting Matas Buzelis. That's a huge pickup for them. And then Kyle Filipowski at 5 to Orlando. That may be a reach. So here's how the rest of the lottery went. Cody Williams, Stephon Castle, Justin Edwards, who I really wanted as well, Tyrese Proctor, Melvin Ajinka, Mikey Williams went 12. So we're picking up the team options on JT Thor and Mark Williams. Kawhi and Paul George may both leave LA, and if they both leave the Clippers and they get nothing in return, that would stink. All right, we're going to be making this trade with the Sacramento Kings. It's really mid for mid. We got Chris Duarte, who's a former lottery pick in the 2021 class, going for James Bouknight, who was picked 2 picks higher in the 2021 class, and Kai Jones, who was picked, 6 picks lower. We also are getting Sasha Vezenkov in this trade as well, who's coming over from Europe to the Kings in this upcoming 2024 season, where he will be technically a rookie. So, I mean, the roster is still deep at the moment, so I don't know if I'm going to add anybody else. Maybe just take a flyer on Victor Oladipo, who will really only play if somebody gets hurt. And then I think I'm also going to take a flyer on Aaron Wiggins as well on a 1-year deal. So can we get both of them? Yes, we can. We are going to renounce the rights on Ntilikina, House, and Korkmaz. I'd love to be able to pick up Bruce Brown as well. Do I want Bruce Brown? I don't know. It's actually a pretty good deal. Like $10 million per year for Bruce Brown seems more in line. As Kawhi goes to Philly. Wow, they keep Maxey, but well, actually, it's the last day of moratorium, so let's see if that actually happens. Yeah, Kawhi didn't end up in Philly. I was going to say. So Philly brings in Klay Thompson instead. Siakam to the Nets with Gobert since they traded Ben Simmons. I mean, Claxton goes to Indiana because they traded away Miles Turner. All right, that's kind of crazy. I'm going to offer Grayson Allen a 1-year deal as well. He will be probably in case somebody gets hurt. So play progression, LaMelo's a 91, Miller's an 82, Mark Williams is an 80. These are the 3 guys we are currently building around. So at least we will have our draft pick in the 2025 draft in case we do kind of stink it up this season. So the roster didn't change too much, and we have to remember we are Charlotte. We're not a huge market team, but hey, we just made it to the playoffs, had a nice playing tournament. Maybe we win a playoff series this year and make it competitive. Like, we could look enticing to some free agents out there. All right, so we are going to have a 10-man rotation next year with LaMelo Ball getting the bulk of the minutes in the starting 5. Then we have Rozier, Brandon Miller getting a ton at 34, 30 minutes at the front court. Then we'll have Gordon Hayward, Kevon Mooney, Nick Smith Jr., Chris Duarte, and Sasha Vezenkov off the bench. First guy in, if an injury happens, would probably be Grayson Allen. We are currently 3.5-star pace and space once again. First game of the season is at home against the Wizards, and we are going to, wow, the suspense is real, lose by 24. LaMelo has 23 and 13, Miller 21 and 9, Mark Williams has 17 rebounds and 4 blocks. Now, I'm okay if this team does bad. I don't really mind it at the end of the day, but yeah, if we're going to be bad, let's just get a top 5 pick in this draft, in which it's going to be auto-generated. So just kind of looking at the prospects here, Colin House Jr. from the G League Ignite, 22 years old, has no kind of current ceiling at the moment. I mean, if I do just look at the top prospects here by at least the Sporting News rank, Carl Ingram, Matthew Bellamy could be good. 7-foot center, we'll see. Like I said, though, I like Mark Williams at the 5, so I'm not really in the market to draft a center. But hey, if he's like the next Shaq, I'm taking him. Oof, Kevon Looney breaks his right ankle. He's out 2 to 4 months. That is brutal. I guess JT Thor is going to get the minutes because I traded away Kai Jones in the offseason. So yeah, JT Thor may get like 13 minutes a night. And I want to see what Nick Smith can do in a larger sample size. This team has way too many shooting guards at the moment with Nick Smith, Rozier, Duarte, Oladipo, Allen, and McGowns. I'm lowering Nick Smith Jr.'s shot 3 tendency just because I don't think he's going to be great from downtown. All right, so we are 30 games through the regular season, and we are 12 and 18 at the moment. LaMelo Ball is putting up career high in points per game and assists per game at the moment. Brandon Miller is playing worse than he did last year. His efficiency has dropped, unfortunately. Mark Williams, though, is having a career year. Rozier, in his kind of smaller sample size, I guess, with the minutes per game, hasn't been great. I am still going to be in the market to move him. I think Gordon Hayward has actually been solid for us off the bench. I can't lie. PJ Washington, I don't know if is the answer at the long-term 4. Nick Smith Jr.'s efficiency is killing me. Yeah, this team may be going for a top pick in the draft. Gordon Hayward gets a high right ankle sprain. He is out 4 to 6 weeks. We are 14 and 20. I mean, we're not done just yet. Now, this is an interesting offer. Cam Johnson, who's currently in San Antonio, just got traded for Rozier and a first. I will decline it, though. We're currently 18 and 26. All right, so all-star game here. LaMelo Ball does make the... Did he make it last year? Am I tripping? Oh my God, did I not? He made it last year. I didn't see him. Oh, maybe I was looking for somebody with... I'm blind. I don't know. Maybe I was looking for somebody that was making their first All-Star appearance. But yeah, LaMelo Ball made it last year. He makes it this year. Mobley, Aiden, wow, Cunningham are all first-time All-Stars, as well as Wembanyama and Tyler Hero, who's averaging 25 points per game. That's kind of crazy. Are all All-Stars as well for the first time. We were 23 and 26. Like, we're not, I think, going to be a bottom team in the NBA. We do lose to the the Raptors by just 1 point. Rui playing in Canada. They ended up beating us, the Raptors, by 1. We did just blow out the Clippers. Brandon Miller, 25 and 9. I got offered Lowry Markkanen for him, but I did decline it. DeMar DeRozan did sign a 3-year deal with Toronto. That's cool that he went back there. And I'm going to be doing this trade with the Detroit Pistons. They're going to be getting Terry Rozier from me, and they're also getting Bryce McGowan, who they like a lot. I will be getting Marcus Sasser, first round pick in the 2023 draft, and Bojan Bogdanovic, who will most likely be gone at the end of the year. We could re-sign him as well if it's for a cheap price, but I don't have to pay him next year. The Pistons will have to pay Rozier about $24 million. So we are going to do that deal. So yeah, I would say that's a pretty big trade. This is going to mean I'm going to try Nick Smith Jr. as a starting shooting guard for the remainder of the season. He's going to play 25 minutes a night. Still going to have the same starting 5 around those guys. I think Grayson Allen's going to get a decent amount of more minutes. Gordon Hayward is coming back from his injury, right? Yeah, he just came back. So, you know what? The bench is actually going to look not too bad. Like, Bojan Bogdanovic coming off the bench as a 6th man is kind of nice. Like, Bojan, Hayward, Looney, Vezenkov, and Dorte off the bench. I'm a fan of that. Let's see how this team performs in the second half of the season. And are we going to make the play-in tournament again? Whoa, I might have to draft Dick Bush just off the name alone. What a name, right? But Carl Ingram looks pretty good. Matthew Bellamy is definitely the best player in this class. Floors, I almost thought that said Anthony Davis. I'm like, wouldn't that be the ceiling and Gobert be the floor? But yeah, this guy looks like he's going to be an elite rim protector. Sean Carpenter looks pretty good as well as Colin House Jr., but he's 22 compared to those guys being under 20. Ooh, Kevon Looney pulls his left calf muscle. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. I'm also going to be pulling PJ Washington from the starting 5 and putting Bojan Bogdanovic there. PJ Washington hasn't been good. Like, that is really brutal efficiency from a power forward nonetheless. We don't really have anybody to re-sign at the moment. All right, we didn't end the season with a great record. John Morant goes back-to-back. Demara is your rookie of the year with a 43 true shooting percentage. Okay, 2K. Chris Paul, 6th man of the year. Evan Mobley, DPOY. He also gets most improved. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, clutch player of the year. And JB Bickerstaff, coach of the year. Luka is hurt at the moment. This is all NBA first team with some non-Americans. You got Luka, you got Giannis, you got Jokic. You do have LaMelo Ball, though. 24 points career high, 9.7 assists career high. 47, 38, 88 splits. What a season for the 23-year-old LaMelo Ball. He could have won MVP if this team was actually good, but hopefully next year is when we could take that jump. Maybe we're going to have a new head coach. Darius Garland's hurt on All-NBA third team. Got some youngins and then got some vets like Curry and Harden. Somehow Luka's still making all-defensive first team. Shout out to Mitchell Robinson, making all defensive first team as well. And then you got Paul Reed on all defensive second team with Paul George on the Bucks. Wait, he got traded to the Bucks? Whoa. Here's our rookie first team, and then there is our rookie second team. I guess Jordan Hawkins didn't play it all last year. And then there's Justin Edwards. Okay, so if I were to look, I guess the Clippers blew it up. Bradley Beal was traded for Karl Anthony Towns. Herb Jones for Russell Westbrook. Dinwiddie for Isaac. Drew Holiday for Paul George. I thought it was going to be for Middleton. Austin Reeves for Anunoby. LaMelo Ball was the leading scorer. Brandon Miller did do better down the stretch, but still had a little bit of a worse season in my opinion than he did last year, but did shoot 39 from 3. 88 from the line, too. Bojan Bogdanovic, 15 total points this season from both teams. 35 from 3, 86 from the line. Mark Williams, what a breakout year for him. 13 points, 11 rebounds, 1.7 blocks a night, 59% from the field. He is staying here going forward. He's 7 foot tall. I didn't think so. I thought he was like 6'10", so that's kind of nice. Nick Smith Jr. was much better, man. I think he improved 35 from 3, above 40% from the field. I'll take that. PJ Washington, I think, is going to get traded in the offseason. Gordon Hayward, I think it's fine to have like one more year on this contract. I would like to bring back Chris Dorte out of all these guys, and I mean Kevon Looney as well, but I'm not going to overpay for him. We did finish as the 9th seed here in the Eastern Conference at the same record as we did last year at 36 and 46. Yeah, the Magic and Wizards and Nets all tied for the worst record in the Eastern Conference, and the Clippers in the West. Boy, are they in a bad position going forward. I don't even think they get their first round pick. I think OKC gets it. So I'm going to choose, I think, Vezenkov just because he's a better three-point shooter over Dorte for the playoffs. I think we may go something like this: 18 to Looney and Hayward, 10 to Vezenkov. Honestly, I may go like 14 to PJ Washington. This might be it for him. I'd like to go probably 34 to Mark Williams. We could do 38 to Brandon Miller. I'd like to do probably 44 again to LaMelo Ball. And let's do 32 to Nick Smith Jr. I don't think I want to make the playoffs and lose in round 1 again, but let's see what happens at home against Chicago. I think we have the best player on the floor. I think at this point, LaMelo is better than Zach LaVine, but that is not going to show up. We are going to end up getting low-key blown out at home, lose by 15. It wasn't LaMelo's fault. He played pretty well. 10 for 25 isn't the most efficient either. It's 4 for 13, but it was still a good game as Zach LaVine dropped 33. You heard me say that. As the Memphis Grizzlies are going to the NBA Finals, as well as the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers swept round 1, but are not going to go perfect this time around. So let's see. Do the Sixers go back-to-back? No, Memphis gets it this year with Ja Morant winning MVP and Finals MVP in the same season. So Chicago lost the second leg of the play-in tournament to the Indiana Pacers. Chris Paul is retiring. There goes Udonis Haslem at 45 years old. That is crazy. We have Steven Silas retiring, Kevin Ollie, shout out UConn, Sean Sweeney, Pablo Prigioni, Doug Christie as well, Russ and CP3 heading to the Hall of Fame. I didn't know Russ retired though. If I went to player retirements, oh no, he did. Wow. With Horford, Lowry, Conley, some good names. So let's see where our pick is going to be. Number 9 right now. Could we get some insane luck? That would make me happy, but I'm not getting my hopes up. All right, please don't make me fall to 10. Don't make me fall to 10. That would suck if the Nets get the luck out of us. Okay, let's go. Come on. Let's get lucky. Let's go from 9 into the top 4. Please. Damn it. No, we stay at number 9. So yeah, the Thunder via the Clippers get number 1, Rockets at 2, Magic at 3. 4 to the 5 top 5 picks are from other teams. I think I'm gonna fire Steve Clifford, and we're gonna go in a different direction as our head coach, or for our head coach. I don't think I'm bringing back James Borrego. I'm gonna offer Frank Vogel and Will Hardy contracts. I'm really hoping I can get Will Hardy. Please tell me we do. Let's go. Will Hardy, new Hornets head coach. I can't believe he was let go, or at least not brought back in Utah. All right, so going into the draft, I think, like, obviously we're set at point guard. Shooting guard, it's really just Nick Smith Jr. and Marcus Sasser under contract for next year. Bojan could be gone. Hayward is going to be 36, but we do have Brandon Miller. I would like to move PJ Washington here on draft night. All right, I'm going to be trading PJ Washington in 39 for Bobby Clipman, who was drafted 19th overall last year by Cleveland. So Cleveland gets an upgrade there with PJ Washington. We get off that contract. And let's see who's available for us at number 9 is Matthew Bellamy, goes there at number 1 overall. Number 2 is Carl Ingram. Number 3, Sean Carpenter. 4 is Malik Bryan out of LSU. Yeah, Carpenter looks like a better pick than Carl Ingram in my opinion. Bellamy to the Thunder, man. They get these generational big men. Colin House Jr. out of the G League Ignite, going to the Rockets. 76 overall at the age of 22. Antoine McLeod from USC goes to the Heat. Dalton Berry to the Nets there. And then now we are on the clock. Or no, excuse me. The Bulls are ahead of us. And they take AJ Brady. So, McLeod or Berry would have been nice picks. So I don't really know who I love here or really the obvious choice. Like, I don't think I want to take Reginald Curtis. Claude Reed doesn't look terrible, because I think he definitely has room to grow. I mean, his ceiling could be Glenn Robinson. And you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to take Claude Reed here out of Arizona with the 9th overall pick in the 2025 draft. Let's see. Did anybody really good go after him? Yeah. J.C. Bell, maybe. Greg Carr could have been the better picks. But let's sign Claude Reed. Team player options, Miller, Williams, Smith, welcome back. Sasser. I'm actually going to pick up the $7 million option on Sasha Vezenkov because I think Oladipo, Allen, Dorte are all going to be gone next year. Big free agency class at the top, and I'm not extending a qualifying offer to Dorte. So that means we gotta go in there at the mid-tier guys and try to maybe pick up a new power forward on this team, or even a shooting guard, because we're set at point guard. I think like we're set at backup shooting guard. We're set completely at the small forward position. I think power forward could have some work to do. And I'm going to offer Derek White a 3-year deal, fully guaranteed. We have a ton of cap space, and we're going to try to bring him in to be the shooting guard next to LaMelo Ball and the wing next to Brandon Miller. And I'm not done yet. I'm about to offer Julius Randle over $100 million. We're not a big market in Charlotte, and I think Randle could be the perfect power forward to be there next to Mark Williams, next to Brandon Miller. It could hurt our defense a little bit, and since it's a smaller market, this seems like a deal the Hornets can do. I'm confident in LaMelo Ball being the number 1 on a championship team. Miller possibly being 2 or number 3, but I think Randle would be a huge pickup, and boom, there we go. We get Derek White and Julius Randle. What a free agency class for us. If we re-announce the rights on everybody, can I maybe keep Kevon Mooney? Possibly. We do have bird rights on Bojan Bogdanovic, but since we drafted Reed, we still have Hayward. I'm going to let him walk. And I'm going to bring back Kevon Looney, $14 million over 2 years. I actually still had a lot of cap space after those signings. So yeah, I'm very excited about this team next year. We'll see how Randall regresses over time. And Derek White could kind of be a backup point guard, but I'm going to give Terrence Mann a 2-year deal as well, worth around $8 million. Tatum goes to the Clippers. Donovan Mitchell to the Kings. That would be sick with him and Fox, but they don't even have Fox anymore. Brandon Ingram goes to the Celtics. Whoa, wait, no way. They have Ingram, they have Tatum, and they have Jaylen Brown. No way, right? Okay, no, wait. Tatum, yeah, he just went to the Clippers, right? I was going to say, duh, Tatum went to the Clippers. That is crazy, though. They replaced Tatum with Brandon Ingram. 92 overall for LaMelo Ball. 86 is Randall. 85 for Brandon Miller. Looney did regress a little bit, but Smith and Clinton went up. We got a deep team. I'm happy about it. All right, here is going to be the rotation. I think Claude Reed could get in there if an injury happens, or if somebody struggles, but it's going to be LaMelo, Derek White, Brandon Miller, Julius Randle, Mark Williams. This should be a playoff team. Nick Smith Jr., Kevon Looney, Gordon Hayward, Bobby Klintman, and Terrence Mann off the bench. I could get the bench being the main issue of this squad. And like, yeah, we have Vizenkov too if any injuries potentially happen. But if I look here at player mentorship, I think Brandon Miller could maybe, do I want Brandon Miller? We're going to have Claude Reed, I think, be mentored by Julius Randle over Brandon Miller, I believe. Yeah, come on, Randall's got to have at least some gold badges. That's what I'm talking about. We can get Pro Touch on him. We can get Fearless Finisher. And is that it? Nope, he does have Big Driver as well. Brandon Miller getting mentored by Derek White. Why not? First game of the season at home against the Magic. And boom, there we go. Brandon Miller and Randall combined for 46. LaMelo Ball with 13 assists. 17 and 7 for Derek White. Good start to the season for sure. Home game here against Chicago, and Mark Williams out 6 to 8 weeks with a torn right calf muscle. That is brutal. Welcome to the starting five. Kevon Looney, you're going to get 30 minutes a night. And then I think this is where we could play Claude Reed a little bit. Bobby Klintman is 6'10", so he could be the backup 5 if needed. Or Randall could be there and we could stagger minutes. No Mark Williams, no problem. We beat the Knicks by 33 points. Miller and Ball combined for 72. Oh, that's crazy. Road game here against the Rockets, in which we end up beating them by 30. LaMelo with 34-9. 18 and 17 for Kevon Looney. Maybe he's better than Mark Williams. When are we going to lose? Not doing that trade. We haven't lost yet, man. LaMelo with 38 and 10. Randall is off to a solid start this season for sure. Road game against the Pelicans. Guys, we have not lost. Isaiah Collier had 33. Joshua Primo had 30. Get out of here. LaMelo, 40 and 12. He's averaging 30 and 10 to start off this season. Randall is averaging 21 points. Brandon Miller is averaging 23. I'm very happy with how this season has gone so far. 6-0. Can we make it 7-0? Not doing that trade. It's 7-0. We are 7-0 at the moment. Come on, let's make it 8-0. Beat the Hawks again twice in 1 week. Yeah, that was like a given. That was going to be our first L. Kobe Buffkin had 27 points. Brandon Miller had 28. Great start to the season. So unfortunately, Kevon Looney breaks his right wrist. He's had some notable injuries on our team so far. And we were 25 and 16 on January 20th, which is like great. We are on our way to possibly being a top 6 seed in the Eastern Conference. 44% from 3 for LaMelo. He's having a career year. He will be in the MVP conversation. Brandon Miller, 50, 40, 90 right now, 65% true shooting. I think Randall has been exactly what I wanted him to be. Maybe a little bit better from 3, but 34% I will take. Better than getting like a 31 or 30% from 3 season, basically. Double-double average for Mark Williams. He's back from his injury, averaging a career high in blocks. I think Derek White could be better, for sure. Maybe just some new first-team jitters. Nick Smith Jr., 57% true shooting percentage. I am a fan of that. Claude Reed has had like kind of a small sample size. Gordon Hayward, I think, has been pretty efficient in his limited playing time as well as a nice veteran on the team. I think Bobby Klintman could be better as well, but he's knocking down some threes. And currently in the Eastern Conference, we sit as the 2 seed. There is like a bunch of teams here in the top 5. I feel like, yeah, the Nets were bad a couple years ago. The Pacers were bad. The Pistons were bad. Terry Rozier's been solid for Detroit. They're probably not regretting that trade at all because they aren't a big market either. That's probably why they wanted Rozier, since he's under contract for another season. LaMelo is 5th in the MVP race at the moment. Matthew Bellamy, major injury there for the rookie. Shout out to Francis Patton being number 1. Anybody else in anything here at the moment? Nope. It's really just LaMelo Ball could win MVP. And I fully expect LaMelo Ball to be an all-star starter again. Yes, he is. For Team Giannis, you got Evan Mobley there on Team Luka. Any first-time all-stars? Yep, we got Josh Giddey, who's in Chicago now. All right, making the East a little bit harder as an all-star starter. I don't think I'm going to be making any trades at this year's deadline. We are 12 games, make that 13 above 500. Kevon Mooney is back, very nice. I got offered like Walker Kessler, Jabari Smith Jr. for Brandon Miller, but I just don't plan on trading him. The Bulls traded Miles Bridges for Tyus Jones. Herb Jones was traded for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Josh Hart for Jalen Duren. Okay, there's some other trades around the league. Draymond Green for Dylan Brooks. Emmanuel Quickly for Kenyon Martin Jr. Grant Williams for Obi. So shout out to Will Hardy for his first year in Charlotte. This is the upcoming free agency class. It looks pretty good for sure. And then just kind of taking a look at the team stats right now. We are currently the 5th best offensive team in the league, and we are in top 10 in defense as well. 6.9 rating differential. That is number 2 in the league. So yeah, this is pretty much the team going into the second half of the year. Let's get a top 6 seed in the Eastern Conference. Ooh, Bobby Klintman tears his right bicep. He is out for the season. So yeah, it is going to be some Claude Reed time for at least the remainder of the regular season. I don't think he's going to play for us in the playoffs. That's a lot to throw him into. We are 24 games above 500 though, so we are going to have some meaningful playoff games, and I don't think he's going to be ready, but hey, other injuries could happen. Maybe he has a great stretch over the last couple of weeks. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is your MVP this season. Antoine McLeod is your Rookie of the Year. Asor Thompson is your 6th Man of the Year in Detroit. Mobley takes home Depoy. Isaiah Collier in his 2nd season. Hate that for sophomores. Gets Most Improved. Cade Cunningham. Wait, what? Detroit? So because you have Rozier... Detroit does not re-sign Cade. He's in Washington. Mark Daigneault, Coach of the Year. Well, yeah, LaMelo Ball, All-NBA first team. I do need to see who was the starting point guard for Detroit this year. Garland there in Cleveland. Giddey in Chicago now at the moment. And then there's Tatum on the Clippers. Cade on Washington. De'Aaron Fox in Golden State. All defensive first team. Asor Thompson, Wemby, Triple J, Mobley, and Luka Doncic still somehow. Nick Claxton, who's currently hurt. He fractured his left leg. Brutal. All defensive second team. And you got Lonzo Ball back on the Lakers. That is pretty cool. Did we get Claude Reed? Bryce Sensabaugh on an all-rookie team. Now, he was great in his first year. He was drafted like 3 years ago. Nope, no Claude Reed to be found. So, did the Pistons make the playoffs? No. I'm blind. They were the 8th seed. Okay. They have Malcolm Brogdon as their starting point guard. They have Kawhi Leonard, so they chose Kawhi maybe over Cade Cunningham. Whoa, we finished as the 1 seed. Yes. Shout out Will Hardy, man. 54-28, 6 games better than anybody else in the East. Tied for the best record in the NBA. LaMelo Ball was your leading scorer, followed by Brandon Miller, who had a 50-40-90 season. You got Julius Randle. You got Mark Williams, Derek White, Nick Smith Jr., Kevon Mooney, Gordon Hayward, Reed, Klintman, Vezenkov, and then there's Terrence Mann. Game 1 against the Raptors. Actually, what am I doing? I don't want to do game 1 yet. Let's come up with the rotation. Want me chill? I think Gordon Hayward's going to play. Kevon Mooney's going to play. Nick Smith Jr. is definitely going to play. Good season from him. Do I want to play Claude Reed, who could hit some threes, or do I want to play Terrence Mann? I may play Terrence Mann over him, just like Terrence Mann's going to get 10 minutes a night. We're going to keep the bench like that. 32 to Mark Williams, 35 to Randall, 38 to Brandon Miller. Let's go 40 to LaMelo Ball, 32 to Derek White. Game 1 against Toronto. We do win. Toronto's got D'Lo and Reeves in their backcourt, Hashimura and Zubats in the front court, DeRozan off the bench, Trey Mann versus Terrence Mann in this series, but we ended up beating them by 11. 63 points combined between LaMelo Ball and Derek White in game 1. Game 2 goes to the Toronto Raptors. They win by 6. Okay. Brandon Miller, 17, 13, 7, and 3. There's Scotty Barnes with 22 points. Game 3. Gordon Hayward fully healthy. We do take a 2-1 victory. We beat him by 18 points. What a fourth quarter. Brandon Miller with 40. Let's go. Randall with 31 and 6. Derek White had 7 assists. Mark Williams, 14 rebounds. Game 4 goes to the Charlotte Hornets. We win by 11. LaMelo with 41 and 10. Mark Williams is averaging 14 rebounds. Let's win in 5. Let's gentlemen sweep them. That's what I'm talking about, man. We have so much momentum right now. Julius Randle with 42 and 9. And we're taking on the New York Knicks, Julius Randle's old team. They got Jalen Johnson there at the 4. They got Kyrie there. 2 Duke guys on the wing. All right, 3 Duke guys in the starting 5 with Jalen Johnson as well. Duren, Grimes, Martin clinging off the bench. That's a good team in New York for sure. You got Sacramento, Dallas, Portland, Memphis, and then Philly, Detroit on the other sides. Game 1, we pick up the victory just by 2. LaMelo Ball is averaging 28 points in the playoffs with a true shooting percentage of 72% for a freaking guard. Game 2 goes to the Hornets. We are now 2 games away from going to the conference finals. Brandon Miller is so good. He has developed so well in this series. Randall, he hasn't shot well from 3 in the playoffs, but he has been more than I can ask for. And we go up 3-0. Boom, we win in overtime. We're winning the close ones. Kyrie had 48, but it was not enough. 47-10 for LaMelo, 24-6 for Derek White, 22-10-7 for Julius Randle. Let's sweep them, please. Thank you very much. Let's go. Brunson at 28 did not matter. LaMelo with 35, 7, and 5 steals. Randle had a great game. Double-double for Mark Williams. And we're going to be taking on the Detroit Pistons here, who beat the Sixers in 5. We just took a look at their team. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It is definitely good. And then you got Memphis, Sacramento on the other sides as well. Oh, man, I do not want to face Sacramento. Or, excuse me, Memphis. That team is freaking filthy. Oh, my goodness. I mean, Sacramento is good, too. They have Harden. Wait, Kessler. Don't they have Donovan Mitchell? Is Mitchell hurt? Oh, wow. That's a good Sacramento team as well. Harden and Mitchell with Kessler there. We beat Detroit by 2 points in overtime. Brandon Miller played 51 minutes, had 28, 8, and 7. Mark Williams, 26 and 11. LaMelo Ball with a triple-double. How about them apples? Game number 2. Bobby Clipman's back, but I'm going to keep the team how it is. Holy crap. 56-51 in the fourth quarter. 64 points combined between LaMelo and Brandon Miller. We're up 2-0. They do beat us here. Oh my God, by 2 points. Damn, we've won by 2. We've won by 5, and they've won by 2. Game 4. Goes to the Detroit Pistons. All right, we have a series on our hands. Let's do this. Game number 5 goes to the Charlotte Hornets by 23. We are 1 game away from going to the NBA Finals. And let's see what happens. Game 5, let's go. Or excuse me, 6. Let's go. We are in the finals. Ja Morant, Western Conference Finals MVP. LaMelo in the East. They swept them. Man, I am just going to be scared of this team. Like, this Grizzlies team with Miles Turner and Jaren Jackson Jr. in the front court is insane. I mean, we've had a sick player performance from the top 3 and Mark Williams. Derek White, kind of a disappointment for us, but he's still like a good defender and he's still being a good facilitator. I don't think the Grizzlies have anybody hurt unless somebody just got hurt in that series. No, they are fully healthy. All right, game 1, we lose. Oh, okay, by 3 points at home. Wow, we choked out in the 4th. Brandon Miller shot 6 for 17. Nick Smith 5 for 13. Randall 6 for 25. No way we shoot that bad in game 2, right? Okay, there we go. We end up winning in overtime. Oh boy, this is a series and a half, boys. This is a series and a half. Derek White, you're killing me, dude. You're killing me. I have bad news. Mark Williams pulls his left calf muscle. He's out for the playoffs. Oh, all right. That sucks. That sucks. But we are fine. Kevon Mooney. That's why we got him. That's why we extended him. He's a good enough center to replace Mark Williams. But it's like, who's the backup big? Bobby Clipman, maybe? It's going to get like 18 minutes a night. He may just get like 15, and we can do a little bit more to Nick Smith, so Derek White doesn't play as much. Game 3, no Mark Williams. Oh my God, we lost in overtime. This series, man. This series has been insanely competitive. But their defense has been insane. Like Brandon Miller, pretty poor game. Randall, not the best. Derek White has been so bad. Game 4, we tie it up. Oh my God, we won by 8. We came back there in the 4th quarter. LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller combined for 60. Randall with the double-double. Looney with 14 boards, 6 assists for Nick Smith Jr. This is the biggest game 5 ever, and we win it. Oh my God, okay. We just won by 17. All we got to do is win one more game. All we got to do is not blow a 3-2 lead. If you're watching the Ultimate Rebuilding series and you watched episode 2, you know how frustrating that was, being up 3-2 multiple times and then blowing the 3-2 leads. All right, what a terrible 3rd quarter. Good Lord, come on. Come back there. All right, looks like we're going to a Game 7. Yep, looks like we're going to a Game 7. We end up losing 138-123. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Miles Turner, minor injury though. Looks like he's playing through it. This is the game. Game 7 at home in Charlotte. LaMelo Ball. If you're a top 5 guy in the league, let me see why right now. Let me see why right now. Okay. Back and forth first quarter. Same thing in the second. We're currently... Okay. Great third. They had the good third quarter last game. We're having the good third quarter this game. There we go. Stay up. Stay up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't choke it. We're currently up by 9 with 5 minutes to go. Up by 6. We're choking it. Oh my God. Up by 2. Oh my God. It's tied. Oh my goodness, it's tied. All right, thank God we have the ball. We're going to watch it. We're watching this team play right now. Kevon Mooney's going to kick it to LaMelo Ball. 2 minutes to go. LaMelo going right at John. John's going to foul him. Let's go. That's John's 5th. LaMelo, go right at him the next possession. LaMelo Ball rocking those high socks like Scoot Henderson in the Trailblazers franchise. He knocks down the first. We have a 1-point lead. All right, they're getting some subs in, it looks like. They got Brandon Moran in that backcourt. They got... what, Miles Turner, Triple J in the front court, and then I think that's Christian Wood. Oh my God, they got some height out there. Good Lord. But Shout out to LaMelo Ball hitting both free throws. Can he clamp up Ja? Offensive foul here would be pretty sweet. Nick Smith Jr. is out there, not Derek White. Okay, they get it to Miles Turner inside. He kicks it out to Tobias Harris. Tobias for 3, good. That's not Christian Wood, that's Tobias Harris. I'm dumb. Tobias Harris gives them a 1-point lead. All right, so we do have Randall out there. We do have Kevon Mooney out there. We have Brandon Miller. So basically the starting 5, it's just Nick Smith instead of Derek White. LaMelo kicks it out to Brandon Miller. I thought LaMelo kind of had a lane there. Brandon, call for the screen. Or take him ISO. Brandon Miller. I was going to say he's him. Damn it rolls out. Oh, they can go up by 3 here, or at worst 4. Randall, oh no, Ja pulls up. Ja hits it. Damn it, we're about to have a monumental collapse here. We were up by double digits in the 4th quarter. Please, LaMelo, I need you. Oh, risky pass. Mooney, shoot the goddamn ball. We're wasting too much time. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, Randall. Oh, God, this is not what I envisioned when I signed him. Guarded by the best goddamn defender in the NBA. Randall, please. Julius Randall! Shot clock, jeez! Julius Randall! Oh my god, it's a 1-point game. Alright, we gotta clamp up though. We gotta play good defense. Please. Triple, oh my god. Triple J for 3. No. That is so huge. Oh boy, now it's a 4-point game. Alright, we need a 3 or a really quick 2 or we're screwed. Oh god, kick it to Nick Smith. LaMelo Ball. Can we get an and 1? LaMelo, alright, quick 2. Don't foul. We don't need to foul. Please don't foul. Oh, LaMelo! How did he not get that steal? And he fouls. Ja Morant. That's LaMelo's 4th. Come on, Ja. You know you're mid from the line. Oh, yes. We'll have a chance to tie. Huge miss there from Ja Morant. Ja, you know you want to miss both, right? Come on. Miss both. You ain't like that. He makes the 2nd. Okay. And we're going to call our final timeout. Please. All right. There's 27 seconds left. You can get a 2. Ja just missed a free throw. They can miss another one. Just get a quick 2 if that's the easy bucket. Don't force anything. I trust LaMelo. More than I trust Ja Morant, honestly. So, come on. Kick it to Nick Smith. He's wide open. Oh, why'd you throw it so late, LaMelo? All right. I don't know who this plays for. I don't like Randall on Jaren Jackson Jr. This is not good. This is bad. LaMelo for 3. Oh, I thought he was going to take it. He takes it. Oh, no. It goes in and out. And unless Ja Morant misses both of these, the game's over. Oh, I don't know. I didn't want Nick Smith taking that shot, but I thought Nick Smith had that at the start of the possession. And Ja Morant is going to miss the 2nd. We don't have any timeouts, so we're screwed. So Randall's going to take his freaking sweet-ass time, take a half-court 3. Almost goes in. We blew a 3-2 lead. That sucks. That sucks so much. Oh, man, that hurts. I'm kind of speechless in this moment right now. Ja Morant's going to get Finals MVP. I can't believe we blew that. We just played no defense, it seemed like. And that Memphis Grizzlies team was so good, too. Ja Morant, MVP of the finals. We lost in 7. I am just heartbroken from that. We just blew, oh my god, a 14-point lead basically in that 4th quarter. LaMelo had 29-13. Randall had a good game. Brandon Miller was fine. Damn, we shot better than like 50% from the field as a team. Josh struggled. They shot a little bit worse than 50%. That hurts, I'm not going to lie. But we're not done yet. I'll see you guys on a new day for me. Let's win a championship for Charlotte. All right, so let's have a successful offseason with this team. It's a new day for me. I'm way more optimistic about this team for the 2027 season. And let's go and win Charlotte a championship. Like, I can't believe we blew a 3-2 lead in the playoffs. We will not be having a lottery pick here, obviously, but we didn't have any picks from any other teams. We don't have any first-round picks from any other teams in general. We do have our first at number 28. So Will Hardy did a phenomenal job as our head coach. I'm not going in a different direction. I'm bringing Steve Clifford back to be an assistant coach for us. Here are the top prospects in the 2026 NBA draft. Frankie Page, oh my god, his ceiling is Hakeem Olajuwon. He's an 85 overall at 19 years old out of Oklahoma. Then you have Jared Spencer, Willis Hollins, Mark Price ceiling, that's pretty good if he could reach that. Tim Duncan, yeah, that'd be good too. Jared Spencer. Then you got Gilbert Moss, Leroy Grant. Ooh, Radislav Golov looks pretty good as well. Bam is a ceiling, floor is Miles Turner. So an elite rim protector either way. I don't know if we're going to look to make any trades. Derek White wasn't good for us, but I'm willing to give him another shot that he could revert back to his 2025 self. And it was maybe just some first season jitters here in Charlotte. Having Kevon Mooney was absolutely huge for us when Mark Williams went down. Yeah, Frankie Page is the number 1 overall pick to Washington. Jared Spencer goes number 2. I'm surprised that other center doesn't go in the top 4. Willis Hollins goes 5. Phoenix gets, I think, a stud there with the 6th overall pick. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you were, like, dependent for a point guard, but still, he should have went 2nd overall. And we're getting Monty Pickett, a 19-year-old out of Texas, a shooting guard here with the 28th overall pick. So yeah, that is going to wrap out the 2026 NBA draft. Pickett is a 74 overall at the age of 19. There's probably a good chance he spends time in the G League next year. We're going to pick up everybody's team option: Bobby Klintman, Marcus Sasser, Nick Smith Jr., and Brandon Miller. We're about to pay Mark Williams a decent amount of money. I wonder if him being hurt, though, is going to maybe drive down his price a little bit. I think I would like to bring back Gordon Hayward as well on just a 1-year deal. You know, he's been consistent for us. He's a good veteran, and I think that's, like, important to have. I would like to also bring back Sasha Vezenkov on the minimum, and then I would like to bring back Mark Williams as well after moratorium. So there we go. We get Mark Williams back, 4 years, $68 million. I think that's a very fair price for him. We can see some of the top free agents. Luka Doncic joins the Golden State Warriors. Okay, Steph Curry joins the Brooklyn Nets. De'Aaron Fox, his 3rd team in this video, goes from Golden State, since they got Luka, to Detroit. Bam Adebayo goes to Dallas. Kyrie goes to Toronto. All right, for future videos, I may have to upload the CPU resign aggressiveness slider. Currently, it's at 50, but I think I'm going to up it to probably 70 in the next rebuild, because this is kind of crazy. It's like the 2019 offseason, every offseason. So Derek White does regress a little bit. We see Nick Smith Jr. go up to an 81. I think they're going to play a similar amount of minutes, but White will still start. Randall stays at an 86. That's fine. We see Brandon Miller go up to an 88. Or he's like an 89 if you look in the top left. And then LaMelo Ball is at a 94 in the top left as well. Brandon Miller has progressed into being a very good basketball player. Let's just hope this team can stay healthy this season. If I see like LaMelo Ball go down, knock on wood, like it's just going to take the life out of me. So this is definitely going to be the top 6 in the rotation. I don't know if Gordon Hayward's going to play, because I would like to give Claude Reed, our top 10 pick last year, a decent amount of minutes. I think him and Klintman, can get like 18. We could probably do 20 to Reed. Let's do 27 to Nick Smith Jr. And then let's probably just do another 18 to Kevon Mooney, and then like we have plenty of guys that can get in there if there are injuries to happen. I think for the regular season, LaMelo Ball can get 35. I think we're fine with that. I would like to go 30 to Mark Williams. Probably 32 to Randall, 33 to Brandon Miller. That's good with me for the regular season. Under Will Hardy, we are 4-star balanced. Let's go out and get the 1 seed in the East once again. We beat the Rockets by 7 to start off the year. Julius Randle, man. I still think he was a good signing for us. He played well for us in the playoffs. I wish you could see former playoff stats in this game. But yeah, the big 3 goes off on opening night. Derek White, 2 for 8. Road game here against the Denver Nuggets. We win by 26. I think we started off last year like 6-0. So let's see if we can maybe top that. I don't know. Back-to-back on the road on the West Coast. Yeah, that's tough. Lose by 4 to the Jason Tatum-led Clippers. Almost came back there in the 4th. LaMelo's averaging 37 points throughout the first 3 games. And then we ended up beating the Phoenix Suns, who ended up getting Golub in the draft. I forgot they traded, I think, Bradley Beal for Karl Anthony Towns. And they have Kuminga and D-Book and KD. That's like a solid team on paper. Don't know how they only scored 9 points in the first quarter against us. Road game against Portland. We lost by 5. Chris Murray dropped 25. Okay. Ethan Almanza, 23 and 14. LaMelo and Randall both went off in this game. But yeah, we'll see how we do throughout the season. And there goes Kevon Looney, broken right ankle. He will be out 6 to 8 weeks. And I know we've seen multiple injuries to Kevon Looney and Mark Williams in this video. So maybe at the deadline, I'm not going to make any crazy moves, but getting like a 3rd center, I think I'm trading for a center right now. I don't really have a backup center at the moment. Like, I was giving Sasha Vezenkov and Bobby Klintman the backup big minutes. All right, yeah, so we are without Mark Williams and Kevon Looney. Now, I'm not going to trade for a stud center, but we are going to be probably moving Marcus Sasser in a second first center, or try to do something like that. Yeah, I don't love it, but we're going to pick up Jock Lawndale here from the Portland Trailblazers. We're swapping seconds, and I'm giving them Marcus Sasser. I just need center depth desperately. Like, that is brutal. Like, oh my God, they've had their injury concerns in this video, man. And then Julius Randle goes down for 2 to 4 weeks with a strained left Achilles. We can't escape the injury bug this year. All right, thankfully, Kevon Looney is back. He didn't miss too much time. But yeah, we're 10-10 at the moment, not having the best year by any means. Randall's back, thank God. So now we're really just missing Mark Williams, and he just came back as well. Let's go. So yeah, let's get Mark Williams back in the starting 5, and then let's give Kevon Looney, Sasha Vezenkov's minutes, and we will be sitting pretty for the remainder of the season as long as we stay healthy. We are 2 games under 500, so that's not giving me the most confidence in the world, but looking at what LaMelo Ball is doing, and Brandon Miller as like a Robin to his Batman, and Randall even. Like, I know the efficiency isn't great, but I'm still confident he could show up in the playoffs for us since he did last year. I got offered Bellamy. Was it Matt Bellamy? Or what was his name? Yeah, Matthew. And a loaded first round pick for Brandon Miller. He was the #1 overall pick last year to OKC. Ooh. I don't know if he's getting like the full-time starting center minutes. Probably not, because he's behind maybe Chet and Isaiah Jackson. I mean, he's 3.5 stars, so I'm not even going to be able to get him on like a discounted price by any means. And then Kevon Looney goes down again. Left hand fracture, 4 to 6 weeks. You can't make this up. I mean, this is an interesting deal. Taylor Hendricks. Yeah, top 10 pick in this most recent draft for Claude Reed. I like the way Claude Reed is playing, though. He's 20 years old. He's shooting 41% from 3. It's a nice offer, though. Randall gets a strained left hip, but he could play through it. All right, so we're here at the All-Star draft, and let's go. LaMelo Ball is a captain, so you know what? Let's draft. Oh, wait, I kind of want to draft for LaMelo Ball, but I'm not even going to be sure if I was able to do that now. Yeah, because I started it. But yeah, LaMelo Ball starter. Let's go. You got Scotty Barnes and Franz Wagner, who's killing it in Utah. He's on his 3rd team in this video. He's a first-time All-Star. So is Brandon Miller. LaMelo, how did you not draft your guy? Come on, man. That is messed up. All right, so we're here at the trade deadline. We are 15 games above 500. So since we were 10-12, we're 23-6. Yeah, so now that we're fully healthy, we're one of the better teams in the league. We're the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. Us, the Wizards, the Pacers, and the Magic. 4 teams you would not expect to be there at the 1 seed, but hey, it's 2027 now. Life is different. And then you have Portland, who's up there, Utah, LA, and Memphis in the West. Here have been the player stats so far. LaMelo Ball leading the way, followed by Brandon Miller, Randall, who has a minor injury right now, Nick Smith Jr. I was hoping he'd shoot a little bit better from 3, but a solid 6-man. Derek White's efficiency has been fine, but he's now averaging 3 less points per game. There's Mark Williams, 12 and 10. Claude Reed, Kevon Looney, Jock Landale. Bobby Klipman has struggled. All right, I'm not going to be making any trades at this deadline. I hope we have enough depth to withstand some injuries. Let's try to get that 1 seed in the East. All right, Mark Williams, broken left ankle, 8 to 10 weeks. I can't escape it, man. I really can't. So we got Kevon Looney at the starting 5. We'll have Landale at the backup. We're in mid-March. I mean, 8 to 10 weeks takes you to at least, what, mid-May? So if, like, we're going off real life. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Brandon Miller, torn right bicep. His first really injury in this video. Out for the season? Are you kidding me? I'm really good. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. We are effed, man. We are okay, Randall is back from his injury. Good, good, good. Yeah, let's get Gordon Hayward out of there. All right, Randall, I'm going to need you to step up. You're going to have to be the ultimate Robin. Claude Reed, I'm going to need you to step up. Nick Smith, I'm going to need you to step up. And then 13 minutes are probably going to go to Terrence Mann at the moment. Oh, boy. I don't even know. So, it says season. I don't know if that also includes playoffs or it's just the regular season. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it is weird with that, but it says season. And his overall dropped 15 points, which kills me. We're killing it, though. Damn, we're 55 and 19. We are on, oh, my God. We're on a 3-6. We're on a 10-game winning streak right now. What? And we're without Brandon Miller. Just think about what we could be accomplishing if we had Brandon Miller and Mark Williams. We are not losing. Oh my God, we just lost to the Bucks by 1. Okay, yep, 2K's injury timetable is stupid. We are going to get Mark Williams back, thank God. And you know what? I do want to shout out Jock Landale, who I think has done a fine job for us in the backup center spot. So I'm praying 2K's timetables for injury like returns are also messed up for Brandon Miller. Luka wins MVP in Golden State. Frankie Page, the number 1 overall pick, gets Rookie of the Year. Harden back in Brooklyn. He's been on a bunch of teams in this video. 6th man of the year. Depoy goes to Wembanyama. DJ Wagner most improved. And Luka gets clutch player of the year. We get coach of the year. And this would be Mitch Kupchak getting executive of the year, which will never happen. So LaMelo Ball is on All-NBA first team, joined by Evan Mobley, or joined with John Morant, Victor, and Luka. You got Jokic, Shea, Giannis, who's still in Milwaukee. Shout out to him. Cade Cunningham and Jason Tatum on All-NBA second team. And then third, you got Henderson, Giddey, Davis, Thompson, and Garland. I wonder if Brandon Miller would have made it if he didn't go down with an injury. You have a Sword Thompson, Anthony Edwards, Mobley, Giannis, and Wemby on defensive first team. Kessler, Tatum, Triple J, Anthony Black, Amen Thompson on all defensive second team. We did finish as the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We're taking on the Brooklyn Nets in round 1, who do have the 6th man of the year. And we've really pulled ahead of like this middle of the pack here, which is nice to see. Here are the player stats as LaMelo Ball, 26.5 points, 7 rebounds, almost 10 assists a night, 50, 40, 90 season as well. There's Brandon Miller, who now is out for 6 to 8 weeks. Even with 2K's like rushed like returns, I don't think he'd even be back for the finals, which is unfortunate. So Julius Randle, who had a nice end to the season, I need you to step up. I need Nick Smith Jr. to step up. Let's see who's really going to step up for us. Claude Reed, I don't know, man. The efficiency does hurt a little bit. All right, Bobby Klintman, I think, is fine as like a defensive presence. Nick Smith, I might do 28 minutes too, because I want to go like 34 to Mark Williams. There we go. And then I want to do 36 to Randall. So yeah, it's going to be LaMelo, White, Reed, Randall, Mark Williams, Smith Jr., Clintman, Looney, and then Terrence Mann off the bench. System proficiency is 3.5 star balanced. Okay. Game 1, Brooklyn. They got Steph and Mikal, Corey Kispert, Pascal Siakam, Day'Ron Sharpe, James Harden, Jared Vanderbilt, Derek White, and Rudy Gobert. I know it's 2027, but that is a sick team. We do win game 1, only by 5, though. Oh, my goodness. I mean, yeah, that is a very old team with Steph, Harden, and Curry, but they just blew us out. We were at home in game 2. I'm scared. And oh yeah, they have Pascal Siakam as well. Looney has a stomach virus. This dude only gets hurt. I know that's not an injury, but come on. Nick Smith Jr., great game. Randall, 6 for 16 isn't great. Mark Williams got it done, but LaMelo Ball, he's carrying. Game number 4, we go up 3-1. We beat him by 34 points because of LaMelo Ball. I mean, yeah, our season is over. If he ever goes down, let's win this series in 5, please. Boom, there we go. We end up winning by 12. 105-117. Nick Smith Jr. had 31 here. Let's go, Nick Smith. All right, round 2, we're taking on the Toronto Raptors, who have D'Lo, Kyrie, Barnes, Royce O'Neal, Zubats. I honestly think that Nets team is a little bit better on paper, but yeah, Kyrie, Barnes is a mean wing duo. You do have the Cavs and Knicks. Warriors with Luka and Memphis, who we played last year, and then San Antonio and Sacramento left in the playoffs. Game 1, we lose. We get blown out at home. Oh, great. Game 2, don't lose. We lose this one by 5. LaMelo had a 39-point triple-double. Even Claude Reed played well. But who the hell is Reginald Curtis? A 15th overall pick a few drafts ago. All right. Well, backs against the wall, down 2-0. 2-1. That was a must-win game. We win by 26 points. Randall with 36 and 10. LaMelo with 30 and 14. Golly, 6 blocks for Mark Williams. Game 4, it's must-win. And we win. Oh my God, we're back. We're so back. We never left. Randall sucked from the field, but he hit his free throws. LaMelo had 34. Please win game 5. I can't take like a blind simulate game. I need to see how it unfolds in the simcast. Not a good start. Not a good start, but okay, there we go. Strong into the second, strong third quarter, and we're about to go up 3-2. They go up 2-0. We win 3 unanswered. Let's win in 6. Oh my God, we're going to a game 7. Oh no, I was going to say every road team has won so far, but that has not been the case anymore. Game 7 at home. I wasn't ready for game 7s in round 2. I was not ready for this. Good second quarter, good third quarter. We're winning. Let's finish strong. Let's finish strong, please. Please, please, please. Yes! Oh my God, we won by 1. Yes, yes. What happened? Did someone hit a game winner? Oh my God. Kevon Mooney with 18 seconds left, and then we just played good defense. Holy shit. Holy shit. Let's go. Oh my God. Now we're taking on the Cavs, who have Garland, Brandon Boston, Okoro, Mobley, Allen. So like, yeah, they still have Garland, Mobley, and Allen. Thank God they don't have Mitchell, and their bench is pretty weak. Game 1, we win. All right, let's go. LaMelo with 33 and 15. I did see that Brandon Miller is up to like the yellow symbol. I don't know if he can play through it, but we're getting him back very soon, and we're up 2-0. We win by 5. Let's go. We're 2 games away from going to the finals, and we won this game with LaMelo shooting 3 for 13. Game number 3, we win. How about them apples? We win by 5. LaMelo with 36 and 9. And you know what? Let's sweep them. Let's go. We're in the NBA Finals. The Raptors almost beat us in round 2. But yeah, we're going to probably be taking on Luka and the Warriors. That is the case. LaMelo Ball and Luka, your conference finals MVPs. So they got Luka, Jaden Springer, Andrew Wiggins, Jabari Smith Jr., and Lenny Crawford, who I feel like was I thought a top pick, but he was a lottery pick a few drafts ago. They have a solid bench as well. Not sure if they have anybody hurt. Doesn't really look like it. Are we getting Brandon Miller back? 1 to 2 weeks. Game 1, we win. With no Brandon Miller, we win by 4. Let's go. All right, Brandon Miller could play through the injury. He could play through the injury. All right, so we're going to give him a minimal amount of minutes. I know I'm going to change up the rotation a little bit. And Claude Reed has been very good. 37 from 3. I will take that from him in the playoffs. I think, like, maybe we could just leave it at this for now. Brandon Miller, we're going to ease him back in. And we win game 2. All right, we win by 26 points. Brandon Miller, welcome back. Welcome back, man. LaMelo with 43. Game 3 goes to the Charlotte Hornets. Let's go. Let's go. Randall with 31. And the Charlotte Hornets are going to win the 2027 NBA Championship. LaMelo Ball is your finals MVP. So we literally had Brandon Miller in 3 of those playoff games, and we still won it all. Let's go, man. Let's go. We won game 4 in overtime. We outscored them by 8 in OT. Hell yeah. That was a fun rebuild, man. I had so much fun rebuilding this team. I think, like, the Randall, Derek White signings were fine enough because we're a respectable team now, like, with LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller on the rise. We had the cap space. We had a playoff appearance in the first season, and I think, like, giving Randall the bag, like, we gave him a 4-year massive contract. And you know what? He's been good for us so far, 32 years old. I think Derek White was definitely disappointing, and he sucked for us in the playoffs. But you know what? We still won a championship. And we really developed Mark Williams as well. I'm glad I didn't find another center. So I hope you guys did, and like Nick Smith too. Like we had him from the start. Like we had LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Nick Smith Jr., Mark Williams, all from the start. Gordon Hayward. When the hell does Gordon Hayward last 5 years in a Hornets rebuild? He really made it to the end, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like if you did. Let me know in the comments which team you want to see me rebuild next in NBA 2K24. Also, let me know in the comments if you guys are enjoying the longer style of rebuilds, like just the time length on these, pretty much being around or over an hour. So yeah, I love you guys, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.